Commissioner Silver was on Get Up this morning, and he discussed players finding their way to new teams. Here's what Commissioner Silver had to say.
Well, first of all, you always hope those situations don't play out publicly. I recognize that there are going to be situations where guys are unhappy and or teams are unhappy with them. But ideally, when players want to get traded or teams are preparing to make moves, those are conversations they have confidentially with players, they have confidentially with other teams. And obviously in this case, it not only played out publicly, but it's been playing out since the season even began, particularly with Philly.
Well, he's talking about two different things too. Because I agree you don't want it to play out publicly, but the problem is it's going to play out publicly when James Harden shows up to training camp out of shape and doesn't play.
Yeah.
It's going to play out publicly when the ball rolls into the backcourt in Detroit and he doesn't bend over to pick it up.
4 points in Sacramento.
It's going to spill publicly when Ben Simmons doesn't show up at training camp. So that is what makes it public. The solution for me is you got to always be professional. And even if you're unhappy with your situation, show up in shape, show up on time, show up at the games, and work behind the scenes to get moved, is what he's describing.
As a commissioner, I don't think there's any sort of like rules you can put in place about this, but there is ramifications. If James Harden does not make this work in Philadelphia, and you are a front office member or an owner of a team, are you itching to have James Harden on your team?
Well, this is the third strike.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is different. And I'm not talking about because of any other reason except what happened in Houston and what happened in Brooklyn. That can't happen in this situation.
If it happens again, it pleases itself.
But there's a level to seeing somebody get what they want even though they don't behave properly. And he did get what he want even though he didn't behave properly. He gets to be kicking with Michael Rubin. He gets Daryl Morey. He gets to play with He gets to play with Embiid, and so he did get what he want. Now let's see if he delivers to Philly what they want.
Shout out to Adam Silver. I love him as a commissioner.
Best commissioner.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.